I'm Joe, and you're watching Western Treks. Hello YouTube, today we are in Deer Lodge Park, which is a part of Dinosaur National Monument. We're on the east end of the park. It's a beautiful day. It's about 35 degrees out, but that is awesome hiking weather. We're going to go to a pretty cool homestead in Disappointment Draw. My best guess is the homestead was probably built somewhere around 1884. 1885, somewhere around there. I'm not too sure who actually built it. I've tried to look it up, but there's just not a lot of information on it. But it's a beautiful hike. We're going to be hiking right along the Yampa River. So we're on the Steps Trail. It leaves the parking lot at Deer Lodge Park. Deer Lodge Park is a popular takeoff spot for floating the Yampa River through the canyon that goes through Dinosaur National Monument. On this side of the park, there's really no fossils to be found. I'm sure there's some. Actually, we found a spot not too far away from here that had some old, Cretaceous type era fossils. They basically just consisted of shelled type of fish. We did find some, I forget what you call them. It's basically petrified squid. I'll have to look that up. Forget what you call it. So this homestead consisted of a dugout cabin, which is right in front of us. Surprisingly, the roof is still, all things considering, the roof is still in pretty good shape. I'm surprised it hasn't collapsed in the rest of the way. Would have been a really tiny cabin. I don't know if right here, it almost looks like this could have been a bed right here. You can see the old walls, and there's that little door. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if they were really short or if there's some of the door missing. You know, I guess this could have also just been used as like a root cellar type of thing. Really cool that's still intact. You can actually see, like, right here, this was all cut with an axe right there anyway. Some of it looks like sawmill, so but pretty cool. So this is the outhouse over here. Kind of a unique feature of the outhouse is it had two spots to go. My first guess is they probably had one spot for number one and one for number two. The thought process being if you didn't mix the two together, it wouldn't stink quite as bad. There's not much left to this homestead other than what I just showed you. There is some corrals we'll go check out. They're kind of neat. This is a view of the roof. Pretty neat that these structures. Around 1884, 3 homesteaders settled in the Deer Lodge Park area. Doc Higgins, Mary Farnham, and A.G. Willingham. I could not determine who settled at this particular homestead. While researching the homesteaders of this area, I came across an interesting character, Pat Lynch. He was a hermit that added some color to these painted hills. It was said he lived like a coyote, living in caves, scavenging meals from carcasses he would happen upon. He was an Irishman who was born around 1820, who escaped the potato famine via a merchant ship. He made his way to the U.S. around 1853 and joined the Navy. He then joined the Army in 1867. Living in caves and storing jerky and bread all over the area. He tamed many animals, including a mountain lion. He would call to the lion, and it would answer with a ladylike cry, and would even bring him deer kill on occasions. The last few years of his life he lived with a rancher in Lily Park. He was buried near the confluence of the Yampa and Little Snake rivers. He was a colorful soul for sure. So another tidbit I heard about Pat Lynch was in some of the caves that he lived in, he actually left his own brand of petroglyphs. I guess in one of the caves he actually drew out like an old ship under sail. Another cave he wrote his name in. Yeah, pretty neat. I've never tried to look for any of these caves. It's on my list of things to do, but I just have yet to do it. The caves would all be to the west of here. Yeah, so that'll be another adventure for another time. Right across the river there. You probably can't see it with this camera, but right across the river is another homestead, and it's really cool. It's made with giant logs. I don't even know where they got the logs from. They had to blow them down from somewhere because they're huge. And it's in really good shape. It's quite a bit bigger than the one that we just visited. And later on this summer, I'll definitely post a video of me going to that. So we're almost back to the parking lot. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'm coming, Simba.